This is Jeff Strickland from MOT 136, Introduction to Clinical Skills, and I'm performing procedure 30-8, changing dressings. First thing I'll do is show you my equipment and instruments. This is a non-sterile field here. I have peroxide and I have some cotton swabs, 2 pairs of non-sterile gloves, a stack of sponges, a hazardous disposal bag, some bandage, scissors, forceps, non-sterile gloves. Hope I said that was sterile gloves. Antibiotic ointment and tape. And so I'm going to take you over to the sterile side. And then what we have here are sterile sponges, sterile Teflon coated sponges, a couple betadine swabs. We have a couple forceps, one for sponges and one for removing the bandage. Rupert came in last week with a very nasty abrasion on his right forearm. It was infected, and so we cleaned and dressed the wound. He's come back now to have it checked. So I've checked the provider's order and assembled the needed supplies and equipment, as we've already seen. I've washed my hands and followed standard precautions. So I've checked the provider's order and I've introduced myself to Rupert, although he knows me well by now. I also explained the procedure being performed, the changing the dressing, and what that entails. I've prepared a waterproof bag away from the sterile area, but still within reach, for disposing of the dressing once we remove the bandage. I'm putting on gloves at this time, and I'm going to use forceps to loosen the tape. And then I'm going to take the tape off, pulling it toward the wound. Rupert's going to lift his arm for me. I'm going to take the Now we've taken that and put it into the waterproof bag for disposal. And I'm removing my gloves. I'm going to wash my hands again. So I've donned sterile gloves. Now I'm going to remove the dressing. And it'll fall right off. I'm going to say it sticks a little bit. So since it sticks, I'm going to take some saline solution. I'm not actually going to pour it on here because I'll make a mess, but I would put the saline solution on there. Let it soak for a minute. I'm going to try it again. And we're going to dispose of that in our hazardous waste. So looking at this wound, I don't see any drainage, but I see some yellow and red around or pink around the edges. There might still be a little bit of infection. So we're going to record in Rupert's medical record that we removed the bandage and revealed the abrasion. We see pink around the edges of the abrasion. He had a little bit of yellowing in the eschar or scab. So I'm going to remove my gloves and wash my hands again. And once I've done that, I'm putting on the second pair of sterile gloves. So I have my sterile gloves, and I'm going to spray a little bit of peroxide on the wound. So it's bubbling now. Take a sterile sponge and sponge that up. And we're going to do it one more time. Then we're going to take our betadine, paint that really good. Take another sponge and sop up the excess and dispose of that as well. Take one of our cotton swabs, apply some antibiotic ointment to the swab. We're going to take a Teflon bandage or put it on there. Get our gauze wrap. And ask Rupert to lift his arm for me. Cut that with our scissors. And I'm going to use paper tape to secure that. And then just to make sure that's good and secure, I'm going to use some Coban on it. Rupert's going to lift his arm for me again. I don't want this really tight. I just want it to be secure. And then we'll cut that. And put that last piece down underneath. Now we're going to dispose of the biohazard waste that we collected in the bag into my biohazard waste basket. So I'll remove my sterile gloves and then dispose of them. Then I'll wash my hands. I'm going to document the procedure in Rupert's medical record.